Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank our panelists for being here today and discussing this very important issue. Mr. Malenke, I have a question for you in regard to the USDA, the rule, basically, and the approval of the contract terms after a sale has actually been completed. And I'm wondering if you have concerns in relation to that. Obviously, that puts a little more cost and difficulty to you because you're having to deal with that up front. Do you think that there may be a chance that packers will withhold part of their contract payment until they get the contract approved by USDA? Is that a possibility, or what are your thoughts on that?
We're regulated under Packer and Stockyards today to make payments within 24 hours or the next business day. Okay, you know how packers may look at those contracts in the future. You know, it's a little hard to tell. I mean, face it, I can only assume that they're not going to want to take on extra burden or feel as if, gee, I, have this potential bullseye after me because now I'm in this contract. So. There may likely be incentive to do less contracting.
If with, some of the portion of the payment was withheld, what would that do to your business and your cash flow?
Well, obviously, I don't own the livestock. I'm paying for the livestock, and face it, paying for it within 24 hours from the time of delivery or from the time of processing, my money turns really, really fast. So
it would just extend everything out.
Well, basically, I'd get to use someone else's cash, which I don't think that's. I don't really think that's the intent.
Okay. Well, thank you. And Mr. Junk, I have a question for you too. You state in your testimony that the GIPSA proposed rule will also help hog producers. Can you elaborate on that further? How do you feel in particular that this will help our hog farmers?
Well, part of it is under the ranking. It'll give them also the opportunity to be able to get a base price and out of the market or out of the contractor. The other issue would also give them the opportunity to be able to, if they feel that they've not been treated right within the contract, the ability to be able to go to litigation and be able to have an opportunity to have a trial by jury hearing if so desired.
Do you feel that the hog producers will benefit from every provision that's being put forward in the proposed rule that has the effects on all of the swine industry?
I don't think across the board different provisions will have different impacts in different livestock segments. So all the provisions that are being proposed, will they have an impact in the hog production or a hog producer? No. But will there be some benefits? Yes.
What would you say in your assessment would be some of the negative effects that might occur?
Negative, I couldn't honestly tell you at this point in time.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back the rest of my time.